Hi, my name is Brad Chapin. I'm a psychologist, speaker, and author in the area of self-regulation training and self-regulation skill training for children. Today we're going to talk specifically about how self-regulation relates to anxiety and the stress response. From our other presentations, you probably are familiar with all the different areas that self-regulation is related to. It's an extremely long list. That's why we're so focused on self-regulation, because we believe that if you can help children develop those self-regulatory skills, they will be more effective and lead happier lives because they will be able to regulate their moods better, make more friends and keep them, have more positive social interaction, have better academic performance, and live longer, healthier, happier lives across the board. Today we're going to focus, though, just on self-regulation and how it relates to the feeling of anxiety or worry. So we're going to take a specific example. For example, say the teacher gives an assignment to give a speech in front of the class or a presentation on your own. There are a lot of things that come with that assignment, and actually that's one of the most common fears. We know that anxiety is fear, starts as fear, and originates as a fearful response. So how does self-regulation relate to anxiety or fear? Well, when the body feels threatened, as soon as that child's given that assignment, there are several what-ifs that may go through the brain. What if I don't know what I'm saying? What if I get lost or get stuck? What if people laugh at me? That's interpreted by the body as a threat. And then the body has a threat or a stress response when it feels threatened. That involves all those physical signs and physical things that happen. For example, heart beating faster, sweating. Actually, in the brain, what we know happens is the cortical areas become less engaged, so the problem-solving areas of the brain are not engaged. Actually, we go more to our brain stem to in that survival mode. So if a child doesn't know how to regulate that very well or hasn't been given the skills to shut down that fear response, move past those emotions, and set forth a plan that's going to lead to success, they're doomed from the beginning, and the chances of failure are very high. That's why we're so motivated to teach kids these skills, because they will create this self-fulfilling prophecy of failure. So let's play that from the beginning. The child doesn't know how to shut down that alarm response. Every time they think about giving the speech, they can trigger that biological stress response. They can, and the problem-solving areas will disengage. They will breathe heavily. Their heart rate will increase. It becomes very uncomfortable for them to even think about. They may enter into these thoughts of catastrophizing about I'm going to fail. They may even create a visual image of the whole class laughing at them when they're doing their speech. So you have these cognitive elements of it that just reinforce that. So it becomes so unpleasant that they don't even want to think about delivering the speech. So if they're not thinking about delivering the speech, chances are they're not going to spend time preparing for the speech. They begin to become avoidant, which is common with an anxiety situation or a fearful situation. We want to avoid it. So they don't prepare for it. That excited feeling or anxious feeling may also disrupt their sleeping and eating patterns, which would leave them less prepared. So when it becomes time to give or deliver the speech, they're extremely anxious that morning because it's time to actually deliver. They haven't slept well, they haven't prepared well, and then that response is triggered when they get up in front of everybody, and it's multiplied because they're not prepared well, maybe haven't slept well. So you can see that how important those skills are from the very beginning. This example, if they were able to shut down that physical response, be able to recognize the anxiety or fear, the emotion, and then be able to talk to someone about it or process that or express that anxiety in a healthy way. And then the cognitive piece of self-regulation, if they were able to plan and then organize a response to the situation in an effective and organized manner, that would lead to success. So as you probably know, we've broken self-regulation down into those three areas: physical, emotional, and cognitive. So for the physical piece, we would want to teach them how to calm down, relax, shut down that physical, biological stress response first, give them the skills to be able to do that, and then look at the emotional piece. How does that feel to be stressed? and worried and scared. Is that natural? Yes, that's a pretty normal response. We all get scared. We all feel threatened sometimes. Is it rational? Can we own it? Can we talk to someone else about it? Can we communicate and express those feelings in a healthy way? So teaching that emotional piece of regulation. And then the cognitive piece, where we formulate an effective plan. We set out a plan to prepare ahead of time, gather the information, practice. Those are the cognitive pieces of self-regulation that are really critical. So today we've talked a little bit about how anxiety relates to self-regulation and what we can do to help teach children about that. There's more information, obviously, on this approach in the book, Helping Young People Learn Self-Regulation Skills. We identify some very specific activities and exercises that you can do to address anxiety and help children gain those skills necessary to defeat that self-fulfilling prophecy of failure and actually give them the skills to succeed. Thanks for joining me today talking about self-regulation and anxiety. Please check out our other videos on self-regulation and specific areas, and we'll see you next time. Take care.